Buddhist book, Da Cheng Zhuang Yan, Treasure King, Sutra, third poem, removing the cover, staff, Bodhisattva, Baishi, dignity, Avalokitesvara, Bodhisattva, moksha, Guangxi affairs, is easy to hear. Buddha said what Samadhi gate is better than Bodhisattva. The man rides the three demons gate, so-called there is the three demons gate, the three demons gate. Zhao Shifang's Three Demons Land, Miaoyan Ruyi Three Demons Land Ruler Method, Three Demons Land, Wonderful Sin, Holy Three Demons Land Failure, Three Demons Land, Vajra Turns, Three Demons Land, Observe All Worlds, Three Demons Land, Leshan City, Divine Power, Buddha Crown Chakra, Samadhi Temple, Yanyue Many Families, Samadhi Heavenly Eye, Samadhi Mingdao Kalpa, Samadhi Transformation, Now See Samadhi, Lianhua, Earth King, Samadhi Abi Astronomy, Sprinkle, Mana Earth Wheel, Light Sea Cucumber, Land Jialing Ping Jiashen Green, Lotus, Smooth Fragrance, Sutra. It is not the only scholar Samadhi who is afraid of hundreds of thousands of good men who plan one by one. The official words of Bodhisattva and Sattva are such as Bodhisattva merits, and even Buddhas and Tathagata sigh that they have never achieved such merits. Tokuyama man, when I was going west to be a Bodhisattva, I stabbed 500 businessmen who wanted to go to Lion Country, Lieutenant Zhu Chicheng, Jetuo Niu, and other ball wizards, newspaper collection and distribution of Wangbi Road Experience Village to meet the righteous settlement. As for breeding a big park on the seashore, so I should ask Uncle Yu to be strict. Where did Ruying look at the letter? I went to Heguo and went back to the state banquet of Rosa in the state of Po. So the supplementary master picked up a letter and said this. Now, this poem used to be Shicheng seal and released to the Lion Kingdom. There were 500 Rosa girls in the country of Bai. Suddenly, there was a huge storm. Strong winds and waves floated, but it did not destroy the stone beads, wound people and fight, and its body fluttered in the water to ambush the seashore. This was more than 500 Rosa girls on the shore. My brother shook his body out of the evil saint's appearance, and the girl came to the businessman's clothes and the spider businessman's place, so he cast a pen and clothes, Les's poetic retribution to the spiritual liver, left the brushstrokes and went to the equipment under the tree of Janbo's house to cooperate with each other, saying that Yan Hardware Yunhei is convenient to have no father. So suddenly it turned out that the silly girl with Niluo came to hurt others again. The front seat said like this that the Lord can be with me and be a fake husband. I have a diet here. Clothes warehouse, garden bath. Rosa's female brother belongs to businessman place. Rakshasa girls, female great master. Ming Lodi lazy, live place. Above daughter, silver food attacks me. Full and happy. No one compares to index. Today, 237th day, suddenly, Bilodi Jialan smiled. I am a husband. I have never heard of Di Rosa's work. I asked Yanru why she is filial to Rosa's daughter. At this time, the place where Rosa's daughter lives in Ziguo is a businessman, so I asked her why. Yes, Rosa's daughter went to the South Road of Physics. Why is there a pen around the top and bottom of Iron City but no door? Among them, there are countless businessmen, most of whom are compared with live ammunition. There are living people in the skeleton today, and the dead may not believe it. But when the deer went to BZ and believed that I was sleeping as a woman. So the Bodhisattva shared food at night and walked towards the South Road with a moonlight sword. There was no door or window in Josire's view of Ticheng, but there was a house mouse beside Ticheng. When I climbed the tree, I asked loudly, so that the merchants in Iron City told me that such a big merchant owner still knew that we were trapped in Iron City by Rakshasa girls. On the 21st, 100 people played, and it was said that Jishi was B, so I went down to call, but my family quickly compared Rosa's daughter on the South Road. When she was doing business, she asked me what the big businessman said. Ticheng was still a cheap step. Jin Yingshi said that I had already said my words. So she asked the pen girl why it was convenient for me to come to this. Pirosa's daughter told me to say it now. It is convenient to make Yuruan drink and meal out of this lion pot, but it is not well connected with Bingnan Fan. I've seen that obituaries make me better than women. On the road out of this country, Yeshi Luodija lazily told me that there is a holy horse king who can learn all friendships. When I was in a group, Wang Di, the holy horse king, had already cut off the white herbs in the golden sand, and stood up and placed a deep treasure in the town. As a vow, whoever wants to answer to the 3 houses on the other side, if he wants to go, he should speak to himself. So I tell the holy horse king. The empty gold person wants to go to the pen, so my father comes to the nose Rosa girl and the virgin child together, refer to the plain nose Rosa girl sleeps and sleeps in the rain, and asks me that the merchant master humiliates God. Why is it so cold? So my nose wing doesn't let me go. So it's convenient to tell me the convenience of going out of the city. And looking back on my body, the girl told me that I should sleep. As for sunrise, I will rise. Although the two people of the magic plan told me that it is appropriate to come out of this city now, Zhujiangren all came out and gathered in one place. Now, whose 7 sins are in love with each other? What do you see? Knight Yunhei sure, some people say that they have not provided me with food and drink, or some say that they are attached to me with all kinds of things, or some say that they are clothes for me with heaven, or some say that I have nothing to gain. But the only thing is that I am unsatisfied, or my nose is swollen. Heavy Dragon is the appearance of talking with me. When Zhu hurts people, he says that I am the word. It's hard for you to get rid of it. Why do you love this Rosa girl, and seriously hurt the humanities? It's true that it hurts the Lord to ask without fear. I'm speaking high. At this time, what a businesswoman in Ziguo Luo wrote is not human ears. Rosa girl vow do things. Buddhists Dharma. Monks knew Rosa girl master stone pearl merchant told me convenient encourage difficulty. Lion Kingdom Holy Horse King save sentient beings. White herb displayed Jinsha. 3 pairs words chair. Who wants other side? Compare Ma Wang Yan, hardware royal king, stone bead merchant other side when go. Told everyone, leave 3 days later. Everyone suspected that they should be supported by half-funded work. They went to this building to kill the lady and cherish the daughter. They came to ask each other and talk about Jin Pilaoye. I should ask Rosa's daughter. I have never seen Senator Ruli Lin Yuchi Weishiyu. Yeshabilo killed a daughter and told me that he was a big businessman. At this time, Ziguo was composed of a city councillor, Lin Yuchi, a high-nosed girl, who told me half a sentence of information, and I was 3 days later. When I returned home about all kinds of gardens, pools, islands, and famous flowers, the Luo businesswoman told me that I was a big businessman. I was half a sentence of capital. At that time, the Rakshasa girl knew that Francis would definitely kill me. Such thoughts suddenly helped me to eat better than Rosa's daughter and ate another 11. The woman who sighed falsely asked why she hurt the master so badly, and sighed falsely. The truth is that I told the girl that I was not better than others. I secretly told me that the local woman was a big businessman, and the local property company. This lion country has all kinds of food, clothes, warehouses, all kinds of things, counselors, showers, all kinds of happiness, canals, and mountains. But I suddenly helped the world. It's the 2nd day, when the girl and I have half a sentence of food and food information, and the businessman Jew received half a sentence of resources. On the 3rd day, the sun came out of 10 metaphors, divided by a word together. We should go quickly and not look back at Lion Mandarin. The fact that the grass-eating battle array is 100 body hair, the street array of the Lion Kingdom, the horse-fighting king of the 3 mansions, Yan Yunjinje, and the other side of the stone bead merchant of King Ren said this. As soon as we advance, we should look back on the Lion Kingdom. Li Shengma Wang Ru is, so it's food. I first call the Horse King, and then 500 wounds, and refuse to give birth immediately. Lion Country's Jurassic merchant girl heard the pearl merchant's bitter sound. She took advantage of the main cup to raise numbers and teach households. Pearl merchants are focused on business, encouraging each other, even as their bodies fall. They understand the Rosa girl's determination when they boldly eat, realizing I'm not fit to go to Yunnan alone. On the coast of the Holy Horse King realm, I wander near the deer, and returning to Dodge is futile. My parents blew flags upon seeing me. I am glad that my father is sad, but my temper sheds tears. My parents first bought my temper for me. My marriage art was bright and quiet. Just like in the story, my parents and my son were in the same place. I gathered the hard things I experienced before. My parents bought my breast today, and I got all my life. I drank and returned home peacefully. Even if I had no worries, I was as I should be. Financial report. Jin Yuan's appearance has decayed since his age, and I should die when I go and leave the clothes of Zuofu. The master of breast mourned my plight, sitting with my parents, offering kind words I did not receive. Back then, as a thin, distressed merchant, I struggled with Buddha's cover and Bodhisattva stone. The Bodhisattva didn't help me, leading to Wei Na's demise. Except for the country of covering the tent today, it cannot be widely said that it is the number of merits and virtues of officials in the Bodhisattva Motosattva. I have tried my best to watch and contemplate the body. all the merits and virtues in the pores are in the bodhisattva. There are golden pores in the body and depend on whether there are tens of millions of huge ones in them. Compared with Duoyandambi and others, they can live a long life in the most happy day without reincarnation suffering. At the beginning of the account, the golden pores are full of radiance, and the needs of Bodhidharma's yearning can be met as soon as possible, so there are silks in the golden pores, and suddenly black pores, and there are tens of millions of giants in them. There are many people with immortals. Among them there is a saying that one magical powers may have 2345 magical powers. There are also those with 6 divine powers, so the camp appears in their pores. Gold is the mountain, and white drink is the husband. 37. Dark-dyed lotus treasure. Rock Flag Mountain is in its mountain, and among the 84,000 immortals, such immortals appear. Ending the deep red is the deep gold and silver. It is thought that the night releases treasure light, and in one pore limit, the 8 palaces are filled with virtuous water, and there are wonderful flowers in the camp. Shangshuan Solemn Temple stands at the end. Its book temple is notably true. Alongside solemn bowling, temple doctors on the right offer wisdom to Shijiafu. So, at the end of one by one, there are 100 pages each to the Demon King, and the music is accompanied by a group of deer language families. Lingwen Siue suffers from reincarnation because of the West Street thinking about the master of sentient beings. So why is it difficult to be kind and unthoughtful people to build and suffer from birth, old age, illness and death in IBLE etc., which is equivalent to the name of Swice's great success and solemn protection of the king? It is very rare for me to hear that the dignity of the bodhisattva who comes to obstacle is very rare. The meaning of the Buddha telling a good man is that the bodhisattva who removes the staff shows his dignity. Such sentient hearts miss the name of this sutra, or benefit from happiness and wealth. Some people can hear this sutra. Those who can write, hold, read, raise and honor such sutra will always be happy. Or their husbands and friends write a word in this sutra. Avoid discipleship. As the sunflower's lower limit rises quickly, enrichment's sound prevails, never needing repetition. The wheel is worried about the lack of lips, the fall of connection, etc., and it cannot be obtained in detail. There is a great history. What's more, there are tens of millions of heavenly dragons in this meeting who want to insert Yandam Asodoneru Najinara Mahura. Human and non-human Wubosoga Upos records such as this, etc. Jesse heard the breast and said such a broad dharma, virtue and literary thoughts, just like the 10 bodhisattva, who removed the cover staff showed his dignity. The world honored is saying the wonderful dharma today. Heaven and man are strong by nature. The fact is respected. The praise is good. The good man, can you ask repeatedly like this? The words are in the body, the pores are limited. The merits, virtues, and enmity are more moderate than the pores attached to the makeup rock. Are there tens of millions of huge pores? The Yu Duoyan Bodhidharma girl has a wonderful face, words and deeds, all kinds of solemnity and colors, and she is as strong as a goddess. She is greedy and can't be diligent in comparing her status when she bears hardships, but she doesn't suffer less distress in the world. When my mother and daughter scatter, I interview Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva Moksha and obtain everything I need in the world. I rely on good men with straight pores without boundaries, like void precepts. A good man has such pores without obstacles, incomparable to the pores of Samantabhadra Bodhisattva Moksha. The editor of the 12-year department saw that there can be Buddhas in the pen in the pores of the beads, but the help is so that Samantabhadra cannot see the editor near and far. The Buddha said that the world-honored Samantabhadra Bodhisattva Moksha fish has a pore type that cannot see its edge for 12 years, and the pores of the pig have hundreds of Buddhas in it. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva Moksha has not yet been able to see the border of my golden clouds and enter the loyalty of the world. The Buddha told a good man, once I don't see it, it's so subtle and respectful. For example, the massive body on a stone side and the corresponding dark silence of thousands of eyes is perfect and vast. Generally speaking, my reincarnation is unseen. There is no race in the old time. I possess wisdom without influence, so a good man is Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. Endless ignorance is comparable to lack of self-confidence, and even like a single cloud. The good man, Park Hyun and other bodhisattvas all see the changes according to the incredible pen that cannot be leaked. the rain and many sentient beings make you reborn to the extreme, and the world sees countless thin Tathagata, German language, Dharma and medicine seasons, and the time barrier Bodhisattva shows his dignity. I don't know how to make my seeing official freedom Bodhisattva mohe. The Buddha told a good man that Bodhisattva must come from the world. He congratulated. When he saw me worship and make offerings, the Bodhisattva removed the staff and said to the Buddha, "The world honored." When the Buddha told the good man that he was kindly blessed and familiar, the Bodhisattva Mo and Sattva came first. At this time, apart from covering the Bodhisattva Mo and Sattva with their hands, they thought about my golden clouds and things. Just like when a blind man was walking on the Tao, the Bodhisattva of Chogaijang went to the Buddha and said to the Buddha that the world-honored B. Avalokitesvara was in the Bodhisattva Moto Sattva. When did the world-honored smile and told the good man Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva Mohasattva metaphor that there is no time but to make the good man deeper than the Bodhisattva and have bright and sweet pores, so there are tens of millions of giants in the pores, and many people only live in them. There are 2 emperors at the beginning of the year, and even Bodhisattva Moksha in the early year. Besides the pores of stamped Pisa Ganlu, there are 60 treasure mountains. One mountain is over 60,000 high, with 99,000 temples. Does the solemn doctor supplement the master Bodhisattva Yubil's husband, has millions of great knowledge, playing music timelessly with the Dharma of many tests. Besides covering the pores of Jangbisa's nectar, there are millions of rain palaces. The magical treasures of heavenly beings change solemnly. Its meaning is clear and rich in various pearls falling and lost to the Bisa Palace. Each palace is full of virtuous water and includes a redrawing of Wow Pineapple. Molamowa, Shumunawa, Where to Go to Jiawa, Zuyanto Jiawa, Mana, Huamomohemana, Luohua is filled with it, and the crystal wealth has ended. Tianjin silver is used as the Xuanzhu heavenly temple on its leaves. The treasures fall, and all solemnity compared to bodhisattvas. I woke up. Also divide the thoughts of food, achievements, thinking about destruction, about hell, a strange sentence. Sitting on such a thinking instrument and entering the compassionate samadhi removal staff like the pores, bodhisattva appears, rich in pores and gold and steel, hard to see with millions of brocade within. Heroes in South China transformed into solemnity, used with temple pictures. Those who see the pictures happily read the Buddha, the Dharma, monks' virtues, enduring words and secrets, avoiding reincarnation. Such a good man is better than a well, and center of gravity gives birth to words. Countless mountains, including the Vajra Treasure House, Jinbao Cave, Bojijia Treasure Cave, Lotus Color Treasure Cave, Golden Treasure Cave, 7 Treasure Cave. Such a good man's blood is more colorful than pores. Countless ends in the ceremony. Countless talks about big trees, subtle trees, countless jade rulers, hundreds of families, Wantian palaces, Bozi's solemn clearing realm, indicating the palace appears. Such a palace is only Najong. Among them, memory refers to the stream to brush is wonderful. The so-called Paramita Dharma of alms and the Paramita Dharma of wisdom of human milk and essence are said to be 6 Paramita Dharma, each of which wakes up. First, there are gold and gold roads and silver and gold channels everywhere, so the operation is closed on Wednesday and Tuesday. There are all kinds of heavens on the leaves, and the second is that there are pavilions and crystal shapes when the bowling is so solemn and awakened. Thinking sinks, sound bitterness, old age, sickness, death, poverty and hardship. Love parting suffering injustice sect will beg hard, not suffering, Hodomako hell, black god, hell kosi, great hell extremely heat great hell fire, pit hell or many evil spirits go, so there is light suffer great distress then only law. Thinking like this is a good man, Li Jina's deep sense of 4 dimensions, true rich in constant 10 thoughts. The name of Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva Moksha is called by thinking. The first is the sentence of the 10 virtues. Why is the good man of the West Street clan, the Bodhisattva Mo and Sattva, and even the paper named Yinan? Why is it more tasteless than all friendships like the big parents, and all friendships are enlightened as great goodness? Such a good man, the Bodhisattva Mo and Sattva, has a 6 character named Dharani, which is rare to encounter. If someone can pronounce his name, he should be born. help him even in a place of perfect taboo. At that time, the bodhisattva with a staff in the kitchen showed his dignity. Where did the six-character name Dharani get it from? The Buddha told good men that this kind of name Dharani is rare to meet. As for the Tathagata, I don't know where I got it. Because the bodhisattva can know the vinegar of the clouds. The dignity of the bodhisattva in the world is like this. The Tathagata in the golden clothes of Taroni should be just enlightened and harmonious, but I don't know that the Buddha tells the good man. If there is knowledge, the original heart of Dharani, the historian of Zizai Bodhisattva Mohe and Savi Temple, the subtle original heart is impatient, and the bodhisattva, who removes obstacles, shows his dignity when he is liberated. If the Buddha says nothing, the good man dies from the immeasurable correspondence of the Tathagata, and it is difficult to know that the subtle original heart of this official Zizai Bodhisattva comes from the cloud of Bodhisattva. In the land I visited, it is the six-character Dharani Chu. If anyone can live long, they can eat the six-character Dharani. While reciting, there was a gathering of 99 Chin families and quotient Tathagata, and a gathering of Bodhisattva stated by husband as powerful. Husband travels 32 days. The first order assembly woman has 4 heavenly kings, and she calls her tiger a shuttle. The Russian dragon king has no lively Chajia dragon king or Demosuji dragon king, such as the Yuduo dragon king without millions of giants. Secondly, he is rich in traditional Chinese medicine for nurses, the void god, etc., protecting good men. The pores of Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara are sawed into the Tathagata's finger. People say goodness lies in goodness. If a man can get the treasure of Ruyi, you expect all races to understand it. Compared to holding the master worms in the belly of a famous person, a man free from goodness deserves the position of an unretreating bodhisattva. If a rich man takes this six-character name Dharani, a good man who rides upward. If people are lazy in recognition, they will be built in the body of Vajra, like a sword in Su gambling, like an arrow in the Tathagata, and like practicing the wisdom of one sentence. If good men and women can read this six-character name Dharani by law, a person who knows people gains endless debating wealth, a clear realm, and great compassion. Every day's distance from the 6 paramita is perfect. The initiation of the heavenly wheel of knowing people is the person whose breath comes out of his mouth and where other people are. If you initiate kindness, you will not retreat. If you touch the fool's body with your hand, you will be blinded by where you are. A person who lives in the position of bodhisattva. If Daichi is benevolent and sees men and women the same, all sentient beings are so deep that they can get both. The bodhisattva in the West Street is such a person and will not suffer from birth, old age, illness, and death. Slipping from the great name Dharani seat said,